match
Well,
between Wiseman and Jaros.
Danny Wiseman's got the nice shirt going. He's in the championship match.
Now he's going to let his ball do his talking.
About taking a week off, revamping everything, working on your vertical plane, your footwork, and making it to the championship match.
It's pretty amazing. I mean, he had a lot of stuff that he was working on and to piece it all together in 1 week's time. Pretty amazing.
Oh.
One of the changes that this man has made has been to his mental outlook. He and his wife and the youngsters travel around in a motor home, and he was having some confidence problems. He talked about it. Said his wife said, just think more positive.
Steve gets down on himself. You know, it's easy to do when you get in a rut out here.
Also used a lot of the regionals to build up his confidence, didn't he, Randy?
Yeah, he did. The regional tours, regional events that he's bowled in, that they've been using a sport condition. A lot of the tournaments, he's gotten a lot of practice on this condition. He's made the adjustments in his game, taken his game to another level to combat the real tough sport condition.
And he's thought about that sports psychology. He's not committed to it yet, but he sees the result by Chris Barnes and a lot of the other guys, so he is weighing the opportunity.
Yeah, I think he realizes that. There's times when he gets a little down on himself. When he needs to stay positive, it's hard for him to get that mental positive picture going, and it affects his game.
Beat Hall of Famer Walter Ray Williams Jr. in the semifinal by those scores, 210 to 184. And the perfectionist bowls with perfection to get things underway. A double.
You can see the line that Danny Wiseman's playing, the inside line. His ball enters the pocket. He gets 10.
Just like he did last night. Not one, but two 300 games.
Right off my hand. Hey, Johnny.
Danny said it. He lost the ball off his hand. He didn't get the revolutions and the rotation on the ball that he wanted. Take a look here at the bottom of the swing. Just misses it. And at that point, he's going, oh, God, please hook. Leave one of those ugly splits that I saw Robert Smith make in the lead.
He worked on that four-step delivery. We saw it at Virginia Beach. Remember last year?
You know, when he first came out on tour, he had a four-step approach. Modified it somewhat, added an extra step. It's a lot easier to go from 4 to 5, in my opinion, than it is to go from 5 to 4. Going from 4 to 5, all you're doing is adding a motion step. There's no movement with your push away. Just adding an extra step. Some guys over across the bridge getting their whooping stick on tonight at Yankee Stadium. Big double there for Steve Jaros. Take a look here at Steve's release. He's got his wrist inverted, broken back, which is a real weak position. But on the way down, he gets back up underneath it, and that follow-through going over his right shoulder. And the results are real good. Danny Wiseman trails by 1.
And he's using, by the way, Randy, 2 different balls on the left and the right. One weaker, one stronger.
Looks like he needs a little bit more bite on the right lane. You notice the thing that I think that really stands out with the changes that Danny made in this past week is his ball speed's a lot slower, a lot softer than it was. And what that does is it gives his ball a lot more time to react. Stronger ball in the right lane, weaker ball in the left.
You thought I didn't notice.
That was a pretty good call, by the way, partner. Then he gets this ball in the switch zone. Head pin going to the sidewall. Watch this reaction. He's smoking.
Steve now spared in 1 and 2, strikes in 3 and 4.
Oh. Well,
They're backing down from this guy. Waited for this for a long time. He's worked long and hard. Talking with his wife June in between stops as they're driving to it in between stops with the kids, talking about what he needs to do mentally. He wants to take advantage of the situations that he's in now. 6 frame, 1 pin lead.
And Jaros was fortunate. Just
Set yourself up for whatever's ahead with up to 5% cash back on groceries.
Downy Rinse fights stubborn odors in one wash.
Almost a terrible break, Jim. Almost leaving the 7-10 split.
Healy's that June would have hopped in the motorhome and left him.
Yeah. Saved him a lot of pins there. Saved him a bunch there if he goes 9 or 8-1.
It's been his wife June that's told him to think more positive. Steve will tell you he's never been the most positive thinker. The championship match. Danny Wiseman, Steve Jaros. Some of the crystals still to be awarded. $40,000 in the championship match. Danny and Steve, the PBA's best. Chris Barnes, Norm Duke, Jason Couch, everybody rolling on for the inaugural Greater Cincinnati Classic just across the Ohio River from the Queen City, not far from Turfway Park. And the PBA back on Sunday afternoons. That's 5 o'clock Eastern Time. That's Sunday. Mark it down. Coming to you just outside the Queen Cities. Then Long Island with the finals up in Connecticut and some great regional action, which Steve has used to get himself into the championship match here.
Some great regional action all across the country. Cedar Rapids, Iowa. And a senior event, Arrowhead Lanes.
Tell you what, I don't think anybody's at class at St. Peter's College tonight. They are all here.
But they're definitely not home studying. They know where the action's at.
And you wonder how many classes Danny went to. I'll bet he was pretty good at cutting class, don't you think? Can you imagine some of the excuses he came up with as the professor?
Take a look at Danny's speed here. Again, model of consistency. And look at the direction. The boards that he's hitting at the arrows. And the results. It's good stuff. That's why he's got a double spare 3-bagger.
Five strikes and 6 frames for Danny. Oh. And the pesky 10 again. All night. It's like Velcro.
That ball entered the pocket a little weak, left it flat 10. Looked like he tried to get a little bit more on that shot, so he turned the corner on the left lane. Using the stronger ball in the right lane, using the weaker ball in the left lane, maybe. Just maybe, using the stronger ball in the left lane as well. Get the ball to enter the pocket a little bit harder, just enough to get the 10.
Last mistake.
Tell you whose phone's going to be ringing is Bill Hall.
Yeah. Bill doesn't care about his phone ringing. He just wants to see the check in the mailbox.
It's been a couple of years since Steve has been to the winner's circle. Something to prove to himself that he can finish things off.
It was solid. It's called a solid game. 2 10-pins and a 7-pins. The only things that he's left. You heard him say he's got to make a shot on this lane, meaning the left lane, but he made a shot on this lane. Steve Jaros really up the back with his hand release instead of on the side. Keeping his hand underneath the ball, up the back of the ball is going to give you a straighter line.
Last time Steve won in Chattanooga, he was the 13th player in the PBA history to roll a televised 300 game. Beat Ricky Ward back then. This man had 2 300 games last night. You don't think they were on their feet here, huh?
They were getting after it last night here. Right now, Danny Wiseman trails by 1, 8th frame. That's the word for the night. When the guys let go of the ball, they're yelling carry. It's the only thing that slowed him down.
Did he hurt his right hand?
I'm so happy you came back. Oatmeal.
No. Cold pizza.
No. Eggo waffles.
Yes!
You both said yes to something.
I don't know. I didn't see it.
Really been sensitive.
Well, he tapes his fingers up. You see, as he puts his hand, his thumb's taped up, his fingers are taped up. He's got the finger grips that go inside the finger holes, and they tend to cut his fingers. He finally, you see what happened? He finally got the hit he wanted on the left lane. Right now, here's the situation. Steve Jaros coming up in the 9th frame, right lane. If he strikes out, he shoots 258. Danny Wiseman strikes out, he shoots 257.
Come on, Steve. Good shot. God, that was good.
A terrible time to leave a solid 10. Just a bad break. Makes the shot he wanted.
Steve at a 237 clip. Fifth at the battle at Little Creek at Virginia Beach earlier in this 2001 campaign. Danny's best effort, 3rd in the Japan Cup over in Tokyo.
Jim, here's the situation. Steve Jaros gets up in the 10th frame. Strikes out, he shoots 237. Danny Wiseman going at a 237 pace. Would need the first strike in the 10th frame to win. Right now, Steve Jaros needs the strike right here. It looked just like the same hit on the right lane, except this time it was 10 instead of 9.
Well, for a guy who, in his own words, didn't think he was the most successful match play bowler, he's acquitted himself quite well tonight, huh?
He's done very well. Right now he's looking to throw 2 more strikes in the 10th frame. Put the heat on Danny Wiseman.
6, 7, 10.
As soon as he let go of it, he looked down at the foul line. He had trouble with his approach. Like he might have stuck. Take a look here. Right as he lets go of it, he looks right down, immediately down at the foul line, causing him to pull the ball left.
Oh.
There's a situation. Danny Wiseman getting up in the 10th frame on the right lane. Needs a mark to win the Johnny Petraglia Open and $40,000.
If Wiseman notes, it's a mark to win. Yep, Wiseman leave it struck.
What a tremendous shot by Danny Wiseman under the pressure.
Bill Hall, he sent him the videotapes. Took a week off, went to the 4-step delivery, practiced Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. There's Danny's mom, Ms. Dorothy Potter.
Bill Hall's worked with a lot of great players on our tour. Norm Duke, Danny Wiseman. I've worked with Billy before. Great guy. He knows a lot about the game of bowling.
That's why I didn't use that ball to hit.
Two different balls. on the left and right hand lane. One
Wow.
weaker, one
That was
stronger.
awesome, man.
We'll come back and crown our champion and award the $40,000, and you'll hear